Yo guys, your big man, also the big man self is back again, and this time I came back more exciting and obviously more entertaining. I am so happy to be in your faces. Like, the fact that I've been laughing here, you guys don't know why, but then I love you guys so much. And today's episode on Ghost Reaction on this red couch, where we have conversations about trending matters as it concerns Afrobeat. Guess what? Davido is in trouble again on this particular one, guy. What happened? And yeah, Bram also has been in the mix for troublemaking, and obviously it is no news that Bram also is in conversation for what he did on Friday and the follow-up on Saturday. All of this, we'll be talking about them on this particular couch. I have my guests, my usual guests. I have the cat master, the man who says 100 words and 90 of them are all lies or fake, and just 10% are true, which includes his name and good afternoon. Basically, aside those facts, he says all he says are always lies. That would people be. And Paul is an amazing guy. It was very diplomatic, but obviously says a bit of true actually. But then, give my guess.
Good man, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
But since you've been saying that I am the man with caps, today I'm not wearing caps, so let's just...
What kind of lame? Like, how did I get to do this every day of my life? Like, how? What have I done to deserve this in this life? God, he's gone out. Anyway, like I said, this guy is gone. Well, how would me amazing guy Paul was good.
Awesome, bro.
It's always nice to have Paul on set. Always nice, bro. I was telling Paul how I want to visit this place and read his apartment. Like, you always dress nice. Like, how do you do it?
Subsidy removal. We're thankful to be beneficiaries of the subsidy.
Wow. People should allow the poor. Anyways, guys, straight after the conversation for today on this red couch, we're going to begin with WIZKID, Machala. Like I used to say when I was starting with top years, fact, I want you guys to know, like, outrightly, like, I don't eat WIZKID. Because the nice thing out there is that looking like I eat WIZKID, and I'm not as much as I'm not an FC fan, yeah, but I don't eat WIZKID. WIZKID is an amazing guy. He has done so much for Afrobeat, and it will be insane. It will be madness for him to say I eat WIZKID, and I'm not a mad person. So really, I love WIZKID like a whole lot, but I just feel like Davido is a more better artist, and they all are doing good for themselves. And I'm proud to be in this generation to witness these guys doing Afrobeats the way they are doing it. Having said that, 29th of July, WIZKID is set to storm the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, about 60,000 capacity, to do the More Love Less Ego tour, and we have expectations for why people are there having eyes for the tour and all of that. Paul, what are your thoughts about that tour? What are your thoughts about the performance and everything?
Well, truth of the matter is, we hope that this one puts an end to the conversations about who is not popping, because obviously a lot of people have been saying, oh, the project was a failed project, it was this, that, it was that. Well, I don't know how we have that conversation, and every time that we steps up to apparently just do a show or maybe have some type of tour, people are filling out these places. I mean, if you see that the project did not do good, why are you coming out to still
buy tickets?
Like, why are you buying tickets? And these tickets are pricey. So I mean, these conversations, they always tire me, because I'm like, okay, all right, if you say a product is not good, then avoid it. But at the end of the day, you still go out queue, break your legs, break your necks, do everything, shout, scream, make videos, post on the gram, and you're shouting WIZKID, and then maybe not the ones who don't really get money to buy ticket. Probably.
But yeah, let's stay with Paul a bit here. Now, like I said, this is just me being objective here. Now, WIZKID announced the tour. Now, obviously, More or Less Ego project, to some person, like you said, they felt like it's a failed project, and they feel like it didn't do like enough, which numbers shows that basically. But then those tickets are selling out because he is WIZKID. Now, obviously, for the tour, WIZKID will not sing songs only of MLA projects. It's going to go way back to his go back to Starboy, come back. So it's going to do a mix of projects and everything. Are you not saying it's because at now it's not sold out yet? It's at now. We've not sold out yet. But don't you think people are getting tickets because it is WIZKID having this tour and not because of the project itself?
You know, like when you go on tour, there are literally loads and loads of things to expect.
True.
You know, from tours. You know, apart from meeting these artists and seeing them perform, there's an expectation of seeing them perform these songs. It's a different vibe on stage when they perform these songs than you hear it over like a record. Like, okay, you hear it on Apple Music, Spotify, and the streaming platforms. When I'll just going to take a cue now from when you see WIZKID perform on stage and you just oppose it with listening to the actual song, it's a different feel. People want to actually feel, experience the artist, quote and unquote. And of course, Brother does this consistently as well. Most of our Afrobeat heavyweights are doing these things that they always have. I think they've come to recognize that live performances are a huge part of the process. It makes your fans feel like you're part of them. You're able to connect more. They're able to listen to the songs, like see you perform, emote the songs. So these are things that are also important in tours and things that you can take away from tours. But however, whether it's because of WIZKID, the WIZKID effect, well, I don't want to say no. I want to tilt to what you said and agree with you a bit. WIZKID has consistently over the years built a brand for himself, so true. You cannot take that away from him, right? Some people will show up for you because of who you are, what you embody, what you've been able to do, right? The name you've already put on the ground to say, okay, this is whenever you hear Wiz, something will always strike you as greatness, right? And so a lot of people want to be a part of that, and there's nothing wrong with that, like having to buy tickets because of a person. Yeah, true. Right? How do you buy tickets because of a person? How do you get to fall in love with a person? Not because of what you don't do before. Yeah. You're waiting because of what they do. So whether this does not match up with what they've done before, it doesn't take away the greatness that is WIZKID. In my own opinion, anybody can actually like debate this, but in my own opinion, I'll also agree with you that it's because of WIZKID, but not because of WIZKID. Now, I want to go to a tour. If I can afford it, I'll definitely buy a WIZKID ticket because I want to learn from him. Yeah. As a creator or as an artist myself, I want to learn from him. I want to see what he's doing. How is it? How he did it doing? Because I know it's going to be jazz. Do you understand? So, yes, it's because of him, but no, it's not because of that. Because he has consistently proven to be. There's no conversation we're going to have here speaking about the Afrobeat heavyweight, and we're not going to include WIZKID. Yeah, not possible. That's death penalty. They go arrest you. That's the truth. So I want to agree that yes, his personality also will make people want to get tickets, but WIZKID is WIZKID. He has continued to do this over time, and he will still continue to do it. And I'll take a cue. I'll end with this. I'll take a cue from one of the conversations we had on set here, and then Donifeski. Shout out to Donifeski. I think he's in Malibu right now. Yeah, he should be on the road. Congratulations to him on that one. I think he went for a show. I don't know. Congrats, Donifeski. I think he said something that really struck me. He said expectations are there for like Afrobeat artists because they're heavyweights, but you cannot say that because Love Damini tour is popping better than this. Everybody has their year. It could be Wiz year this year, it could be Burna's year, it could be Davies year the next year. So we cannot continue to have this kind of argument back and forth. Are they heavyweights? Obviously, and they will always continue to be in the conversation.
Okay, just so you guys know, we are answering yes. It doesn't look like I've written him off. So if I've come back to you. I know you have very good things to say about WIZKID, and trust me, that's what I like about you is the fact that you like something, you make it and I like that thing. So it doesn't look like I'm totally against you. I like you like a lot for doing that and everything. But then this is what we're talking about. If the show or the tour was supposed to be I've heard you say countless times how you feel. I'm saying your word now. Yeah. You've always mentioned to me how you feel like that project itself was not a good project. Ever mentioned it to me. Now, if it was to be a show where Olori JAYE was going to sing only song off the MLLE project, would you buy the tickets? You as a person?
Well, Paul has mentioned something. He said WIZKID is a brand on the soul of Zerastan. So even without WIZKID telling us that he's doing a Molo Let's Go project or Made in Lagos project or a Superstar project, if WIZKID says I'm doing a tour, I don't care what project it is. I don't care whether it is Molo Let's Go, whether it is Made in Lagos, bro, I'm buying that ticket. Why? Because it's WIZKID. WIZKID has given us hit, has given us some. So it's not about the project that he's doing the tour for. It's about the person doing the tour. And of course, yes, even if it is made in Lagos, I mean, more or less single project, I'm going to buy it because I expect more than just a listening, vibe. Do you understand? You get to enjoy the vibes, the songs, the way the bands bring the stage, all of those things, makes on top of the music, yeah. So other than you stay in your living room and you just listen to, you get to that experience is what you're paying for.
Okay, which brings me to this question now. This is not what somebody is thinking. Do you have numbers to prove it? Our more or less single project has not done as much as Main Lagos has done in past and everything. Do you think your sincere after this tour, do you think the project might begin to pick up from the tour? Because obviously the idea of tour is that more people get to hear the song and then you start seeing numbers for everyone's bringing forth. Apple Music will start growing everywhere. Spotify will start growing. Are you seeing a case whereby these people might just wake up after the tour?
All right, I think for Made in Lagos and More Love, Less Ego, these conversations definitely will continue in terms of how far they're doing, independently in terms of numbers. Of course, we know that the MIL has done way better than the
Crazy numbers,
and One of Less Ego project. But I think I want to also believe that that's something that this talk could also do, to be able to show up the numbers in terms of how people now resonate with the project. I take a cue from what Timbe said. When you buy a ticket for like a concert to a show, you are buying that ticket for the experience, right? It's not as the same as just listening to the record off your phone. Like you said, you are getting the experience from the band, the stage, the lights, the ambience, the people, So it's a whole package. I remember going for. I've always heard of Caveman, for example.
Yeah.
I never really understood what the art was about until a friend invited me for like a hangout, and they were there performing somewhere in the city of Lagos, Ikeja. And bro, it was different. I'm like, yo, I've been missing out on these guys. I didn't hear them before. Nobody like say I don't know them, but I'm not really like taking interest, and that was a whole lot of experience for me. And then I went on Apple Music and I searched them out and I stayed on their project for, bro, like even this morning before I came here, I was listening to the Roots album, the Roots project.
That's +1 again.
So these things always will happen. Like when you now go for that concert, probably you tag a friend who's not a WIZKID believer, and then they go for, they'll be like, oh my God,
this guys.
Oh my God. You have that oh my God moment, and it's like,
where's my phone?
Do you get? Their mindset don't change. Like you said, +1. And then there are many +1s like that, right? And then these things, does it affect the numbers?
Definitely.
Obviously, then the numbers show up. Even the people who already are WIZKID fans now believe. Yeah. So it happens like this in your mind, right? You go for that concert, you see somebody, give me a top song of the one. Let's say Flower Part, right? You go to that concert and listen to Flower Parts perform, and everything is like, oh my goodness. The minute you leave that place and then you're playing a WIZKID project and you listen to Flower Part, the picture you have in your head is that different from the concert. So it sticks, it stays. So I mean, at the end of the day, we're going to come back here and have this conversation and see that the numbers have gone. I can bet you on that one. So it's a plus.
A big plus thing. Anyway, just so you know, we have you mentioned Caveman. We have Caveman joining WIZKID tour.
Alright.
Yeah, we have Caveman joining. For Caveman joining WIZKID on this tour, initially I announced Ruga, but I think Ruga's on the road too, so we have to drop Ruga for Caveman. What impact is Caveman going to do at the London Stadium? Just in London, at the Tottenham Stadium.
Touchdown Stadium.
What impact is Caveman doing that there's going to be a plus to the tour?
I mean, I remember we had this conversation.
I was talking about
this, and he said it does. I think the last time he said does Caveman sound, match up with WIZKID. And I'm like, bro, have you listened to Caveman? Like, do you know what Caveman sound like? And do you know what WIZKID sound like?
I might don't know where's the asset coming from. What am I hearing asset? This guy is like, wait. You push it chill. What am I hearing asset from your voice? Like, am I don't know what you're hearing? Oh, God. You sound so fancy. Hey. Are you whining?
Hey, but what I'm saying is, if you know how Caveman sound,
that's better.
These guys would kill they will kill it together.
Right.
WIZKID is someone that when it comes with the band, having, because WIZKID does a lot of preparation before he shows.
Yeah, it's prepared.
So when you see how WIZKID performs with band, and Caveman is band, they are band guys, they rock with these things. It is going to be a massive hit. I mean, it's going to be a massive performance, massive
Oh,
I mean, at the end of the day, that's a giving, because just adding to that, Caveman also has a very serious community. You also need to understand that
people they are strong believers of
of course. So, I mean, they're strong because I remember the rise of Caveman, and people didn't really believe them till maybe their last 2 projects. Even they themselves were actually even surprised how they even saw it. And they won the Headies as well too. So, they have a Headies to their name. I'm like, yo, fam, these guys actually just spur from some. So at the end of the day, when is your time is really your time.
Yeah.
But then again, we also used to say that WIZKID will always feed off kind of things that are popping, right? So it's a smart move. And he knows that the Cavemen, they have a serious community, and they know that the Cavemen, they are just easily likable because their sound is different, and they're able to consistently, shout out to Benji, they've consistently stuck with that sound. It's not like they're changing.
Yeah, they're just there. Yeah,
it's just that tradition, traditional type vibe, and just like you guys have said, it's going to be a very smooth blend between the Wii sound and the Cave sound.
I went now for the final conversation. WIZKID is set to do Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Davido just finished the first part of the Timeless tour, but that boy seemingly ended Love That Many tour yesterday at Netherlands. It's for some better out of the sad one because obviously, but then every good thing must come to an end. Love That Many ended.
It was too good.
It was too good. It was an amazing run so far. The run was amazing. Burna Boy opened our eyes to see that you can do anything,
bro.
Again, for WIZKID at this Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, do you think is there any points for him to prove anymore? We know we just said here how is one of the greatest we've seen.
Yeah.
You cannot talk about the goat on mentioning WIZKID name, how you be arrested and all of that. Now this is a landmark for him, one of the biggest we would ever do. I think one of the biggest we'll ever do. Do you think there's a statement to make with this one? Because mind you, he's here to sell out. I think he has about 3 tiers left to sell out. Just 3 tiers. And they're in the final stages though. They're in the final stage at the moment as we speak. But then, should he not sell out? Is it a statement? Should he sell out? Is it a statement?
However you look at it, I mean, actually, I don't know what opposition.
Talk about it.
But the temerity to actually even to do his stadium, and his stadium was big as Tottenham.
Bro, 60K, bro.
That's wild, right? And I remember that we had a conversation on set where we're talking about our Afrobeat artists now switching venues now from even small park venues. What we are doing O2, we conquered O2, what is the square? Bro, what's then stadiums, right? So I mean, and I think I joked about us even having to even team up the Elon Musk to learn on that piece.
Hey, bro.
So I mean, right now I think all the ceilings are being shattered. I don't think WIZKID has anything to prove to nobody, because at the end of the day, whether it sells out, it doesn't sell out. The end of the day is for you to carry in mind.
So you don't do that
kind of space. That means you believe yourself so much that, okay, whether or not this actually pans out, but it'd be nice for them to fill up. It'd be nice. It's more branding right, obviously, because right now, whether or not you like it, we know that these things, we are all existing in this space, in these whole Afrobeat conversations for branding rights.
True.
Right? Who does it better? Who put out more stadiums? Who put out more streams and things of that nature? But WIZKID is one of the greatest. I don't think that
There's a point.
there's a point at proving. My opinion, that's my opinion. He's done it, he's continued to do it. I mean, for you to stay in the industry for how many plus years?
Bro, the listeners long. We saw WIZKID earlier the year where he announced a tour which he postponed. Some persons felt like he postponed that tour because he did not sell out. Some persons actually could. There were a lot of logistic issues. Yeah, according to me, said logistic issues. But then people were like, you know what, no. He had low turnout for sales, which he said he promised them that tickets will still be valued for dates and everything. So he gave him longer time to prepare for this July tour, and about 6 months to prepare for it. Do you really think like I asked Paul, him selling out or not, see what happened the first time. Do you think it really will make any difference now?
It won't. I mean, it won't make any difference because, like you can see, what he said was, "I'm postponing this because of logistic issues." Now, whatever you guys like to believe, you can believe. But what he has said is what he feels is proper. And so, for him, if he's not prepared enough, if all his team is not in check, his guys are not there, why would he want to do a show? And because so that you guys will not say he postponed it. No, WIZKID is someone who, from how I've seen him, is someone who likes to be perfect when he wants to do a concert, a show. I remember in 2020 when he did this YouTube live. That he did YouTube live when there was no, everybody was not.
Yeah, lockdown, yeah.
I remember there was one time, there was one babe that was singing in his backup, and I think for a split second she missed out on how the routine was supposed to go. And WIZKID would just look at her straight up like, bro, what are you singing? Is that kind of person. You want everything to go perfectly well. So if there's any delay, if there's something that needs to be fixed, you'd rather postpone that distance so that everything is perfect. So for the fact that whether it's going to sell out or not would prove a point, no, I don't think so. WIZKID is
Anyways, I mean, from both guys, they've proven the fact that WIZKID doesn't need to prove to anybody how great he is. But to you guys out there, do you think WIZKID really need a point to prove by selling out the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Come to the comment section and let me see what your thoughts and opinion about that is. Anyways, guys, for this one, we've come to an end. We'll join you guys on the very next one for the next conversation. Yo, welcome back. This time it's one conversation that breaks my heart like a lot. I feel very, very sad talking about this one actually, Paul. And then it's because it has happened, like, it's something that most artists are victim of actually. And then the community, the way it's being dragged and the way it is being talked about, especially when we have more pressure to talk about and we will focus our energy on that one, it's makes me sad because these guys creative for a reason. They are supposed to, in whatever way you can be creative, as far as you don't diminish anyone or something, just be yourself and everything. We saw about any part of the year where Shaiba dropped a video for Babalada, and then Benson, where we had the Muslim guys, the hijab, where they had the hijab or something. People came out saying, no, what, shouldn't do that, it's wrong, it's against a religion thingy. Shaiba was controversial at the point where he used them as like, no, religious sentiment, don't do it. And no, it just become a back and forth, and people are like, should we go get that of this thing? Like, should this always be like? And then it's now sad because it's coming from a religion. I'm gonna take you from this. We've seen a lot of time where artists shoot videos and you see go to church, use the altar, and then from the altar they'll do, and then people check them on the altar and they'll walk out. And nobody from the Christian folk is coming out. Nobody from Khan is saying, drop that video, we don't like it, and take it down. People use choirs. People use church choirs where their
robes.
There's a name for it. Okay. Where they wear their robes and everything. And nobody's crying foul. Nobody's saying take the video down because they feel like, okay, yeah, just do yourself. But then when it comes to the Muslim guys, it's always a deal. Like, you must take it down. It's this, it's that. We saw Davido and his boy Olori coming through with the song JAYE, an amazing song that came on Friday. And Davido was so excited about the song, saying, you guys, you see what I saw, promoting the song, posting the video and everything, and saw where the Muslim guys came and say, you know what, that song, we are casting it because that song is against music, our religion standards. That song should not be heard. And they expected him to apologize, which he did not apologize. And they banned, I think for about 19 states, they banned all their radio stations from playing the Davido song. Don't play the Davido song in clubs and parties and radios and TVs. We banned it till we saw finally when Davido saw the pressure, apologized and took the video down. He didn't apologize actually, but he took the video down, put on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and it's like everything's back to normal. But then my problem is like questions: should it always be something like this?
Well, I always get very
careful.
I'm always very careful when I talk about things that border on
religion. Yeah.
The reason is in this climb, I'll speak about Nigeria because that's where I'm presently. I think we are very religious but very wicked people. Now we go church past wicked.
Fact.
So I'm trying to juxtapose why do we have to go so religious and then we have to be the way that we are?
It's so wicked.
Let's move away from that. I mean, when that dropped, when I watched it,
Like a laugh.
I knew it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a problem. So when I went on Twitter and I saw the energy that, you know, I mean, shout out to our Muslim brothers. I don't want to say that we, on that other side of, you know, religion, we're way too enthusiastic. I'll just put it, for lack of words, I'll use enthusiastic. Because when it comes to things like that, I see the energy is different. But for Christians, it's almost different, like you said. Like, okay, you get. So I think I want to believe that these things actually border on religious tenets and what people believe in, right? Because I know that some religions are actually very, 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 very hard on people doing certain things. So I'll say this: give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. And when you're in Rome, act like a Roman, because at the end of the day, you don't want to start very early in your career and start to have all these things, because there is negative PR, there's good PR, right? You don't want to really bother too much on negative PR, because right now, as a starter, Logos Olori is a starter.
True, yeah.
You know, forget about the whole, you know, Davido back.
No, he's a starter.
You don't want to start to win enemies to your side more than you, because you need everybody right now. So I want to believe that they didn't see any harm, you know, because obviously there are definitely Muslims on the team who understand, who also probably quote unquote devout Muslims, so they should have been able to spot it out, you know, even to the execution of the video, or a posting of the video. Someone's supposed to say, about realizing this thing if it costs, you know, but then again they might have said, oh, let's even see what the reactions will be, and if it's because there's a way you can direct negative energy and win people over to your side, but it probably did not work this time, because I saw a lot of people coming out, even government officials coming out, you know, to speak against it. Very, very prominent, you know, personalities coming out to speak against it. So to answer your question of whether it should continue, in that if he not stop, because let's even look at the polity. The polity is heated right now in Nigeria, because most of the things that, you know, bother us as Nigerians, they bother our religious differences
about everything,
you know, ethnic differences and stuff. So the polity they heated. So I don't think that it'd be nice, it'd be wise for anybody to want to be in that space where you're having conversations around, or the certain video you shot, or you are making him, bro, like, you think you always tire me, because at the end of the day we're all creatives and they want to try different things, but in trying different things you have to actually be very, very careful so you don't step on too many toes.
It will be this way I get for you. Yeah? We've complained about how the DMW team, how they've shown for lack of words, I want to use operationalism. Number of times, and people are saying Davido should change this thing. Paul, we mentioned something. Now, the moment some of us saw the video for the first time, we knew problem was coming. We knew problem was coming. And whereas this video was shot by a lot of, let's say they hired, so to say, Itujo Mori. So to say, I'm not saying they shot it, but yeah, so to say, Itujo Mori. And then I'm sure Issa watched this video. The one on white hair that painted the whole face white. Prince saw the video. Let's even say Davido didn't understand the whole thing of Muslim community and everything. Just like I said, a lot of Muslims were there, his friends. They saw the video, and nobody thought it.
We win the video. Absolutely.
So yeah, and nobody thought it twice to say, Baba, this thing no go work. Even if a lot of time we said Davido might be just too late, let's do it. But then, Baba, this thing will cause this kind of thing. Like countless times they've shown it over and over again. Like at this point now, we've seen a Muslim case where at the end of the day we drop the video. Money shot for the video wasted. Video promotion, what they thought the video would do, nothing. YouTube money, nothing. What would you call out at this point for this mess they've made?
Well, man, I really won't call out anyone, because it's everybody's duty in the team. Everybody, it's not one person that's going to watch that and say let him go. It's everybody that's going to watch it. They have probably played it a couple of times within themselves and loved it before, you know. You say, okay, it's time to move this guy. Let's move. That video might have been shot last year. Who knows? Do you understand? So you might not. So it's everybody's cup, right? And everybody holds this thing because unless of course there is the video part where maybe he might have ignored it. Let's say if maybe one of the team member already mentioned to him that bro, you say if you don't go and David is David, you might also still decide that. But we'll see whether people go like him or not. I know that you would think it will not go, but I mean, let's try it and to see if it will go. If it does not, we'll bring it out. If it does, now look. So if there's that part, there still might be that, but I don't think anyone would outrightly shoot a video, right? The whole production, everything up to the video, and and just say after just within yourselves, you agree that we should now take it down. Or you at the least let people out there say that they don't like it. So I don't want to mention one person and say, okay, no, we should hold this person. No, I won't say that. But the other thing is, I think the team were not just sensitive enough to, because like Paul said, immediately I saw the video for the first time, I knew this was going to be a problem. Like immediately I saw the video.
Yeah, which brings me to this. Do you think the Christian folks, do you think they are too lenient? Is lenient? Let's really as well. Do you think they are just too? Do you think it's a space where anything goes? Because we see it over and over again where they don't come and cry and say take it down. So do you think it's a space where, for the Christian guys, anything goes?
So I'll just keep it short. Like I said, I don't like to really talk about heroes or that bother around each other stuff. But the Christian community is very varied, right? You have Anglicans, you have Baptists, you have denominations and that stuff. So you can't really like, if this person say, oh, this thing is permissive, this one is saying, it's not permissive. But you see, Muslims, like they're one voice. It's either Muslim or Muslim. Yeah. It's not Pentecostal. There's not there. You get me? So it's just like, oh, okay. If it's not like you are going to a different mosque. It's the same mosque. Any mosque is a Muslim mosque. It's not like, oh, I'm going to Deeper Life, I'm going to Assemblies of God, I'm going to CCI, I'm going to no.
I just thought about that like, no,
it's the true. So they have one voice. So if anything happens in the Christian space,
it will have to go around. You have to, have the conversation.
Although you have a body that is can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Regulations can't. I mean, we won't speak to.
Yeah.
Can't say, oh, something happens in Baptist. Oh, we don't like this. Anglican will say, what's wrong with it?
Celesta will say,
because Celesta will say, Kilombo, what did happen? What's the issue? Do you understand?
Yeah, true.
So I mean, but if it happens in the Muslim space, all their affairs can gather up in one space and we don't want this. We don't want it.
And it's not understand. Finish.
So it's just the different, different divisions we have in the Christian space.
Anyway, let's talk about the song itself. As much as I would feel the video should be taken down, and which it has been taken down already, but then the song itself, quickly, Paul, it will be quickly. Do you like the song? Now that's Logos' intro. That's his first song. Basically, you think it's a good intro on an artist?
Well, man, I might be a little bit indifferent because listening to first artists, an artist for the first time, there's just this feel of wanting to like this song or not. The song is not that song that immediately listen to it, whether the person that sang it or not. It's just like, it's not that kind of song. It's a song where try you yourself because you're an entertainment person.
You want to make yourself.
Yes, you want to see the need for you to like it. That kind of song, it seems. So it's not like I don't know what song was that song. It's not like an Ashake song. It's not just it's not that kind of song.
Okay, Paul, do you think that's true, sir?
Well, for me, I think, of course, I'm an artist. I don't have the liberty to criticize anybody because people never ever hear my song. I don't even know that they would like. But I can bet you that you got.
Sure, you know.
The truth of the matter is, a lot of people have more expectations from Logos. Like I saw some people say, "Oh, she not the same person when sing Picasso for Davido." So that song coming out, of course, the great song is like JAYE. It has nice bounce, but personally, I would have preferred
something else that is more like in terms of acceptability.
Yeah.
Like what will be said, like if you hear and you could just you get. You know, I have a lot of people who are my very close friends who are Logos' friends, so I'm gonna be very careful. You know, but the truth of the matter is, it's a great song, and you might want our advice. You might want to listen to it once or twice, you know, so that you can get into the into the groove. But I would have actually preferred, because I know that he definitely has a project, and I probably would agree that
What song?
more widely acceptable songs in the project than Jailo. But is Jailo a good song? Out of 10, I'm giving like an 8.5. So yeah,
That was a good rating. Actually, 8.5 is an amazing rating. Finally, on this conversation, Davido finally bowed to pressure, taking down the song and everything. If you were Davido, would you have done the same? Now, protect the fact that
you don't ask me, I'll protect the artist. If you don't need to ask me, I'll protect the artist. So yeah. Even if David doesn't want to actually even put down the song before, but
because of the artist, he has to do it.
Has to do it.
What do you think you should have done? The time he did it was after a lot of dragging has come forward. Like a lot of people came forward, like you said, the politicians came forward, and then finally accepted. Why did you not do it the first 2 hours that happened?
Bro, it's easy. It's from the first dragging. It shows that other people go and watch this video before they come and drag.
So you get numbers.
Understand? You get the numbers first. At least get that number that you will get for that period that they are dragging you.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come and drag you without watching the video.
This is what we do.
Go and watch the video.
Then yeah, so get that number.
Wait, go watch, come back, and tell me. So when they finish, okay. We've seen. I mean, I'm sure we'd have looked at the numbers and be like,
Let's wait.
maybe we did get somewhat lost.
No, it's not.
But
No, it's not.
you understand?
Yeah.
We have
No, it's not.
wait now. Can't just jump like that. Doesn't work that way.
Anyways, guys, so this one we've come to an end, and this time is a game segment, and to this game is quite different. We don't have a winner to this game. There's no winner. This is just a game where you get to know your faith personally. You get to know who Power is and what he's done. You also get to know who this Cap guy is and what he has done. The game is called Never Have I Ever. It's quite a simple game. So you pick a card and you tell us what you've done, or what you've not done, or what you've never done. I'm sure you all know what Power has never done. Anyways, guys, this is that round where you see it. We'll catch you guys in a bit. Take care of yourself. Yo guys, welcome back. And then if you're like me who played cards to pay school fees, you know what this thing is. I just the can't play it. Wait, you get a very no sense, man. Did you not? What? How many is what? 27 there's something.
Bro, you take very deep teacher.
Oh, no.
Everybody there is paying school fees.
That's why when they say pay school fees, now pick up.
Oh no.
Tell her, but hey, if you score me, I pay school fees, come here. At least I get mad. I used to like pay school fees. Anyways, guys, they're going to pick 3, and then you get to know these guys. Now, so the thing is, you must just answer my question. If you don't answer my question, you waste our time. So don't tell me I'll pass. You don't pass it. Yeah, if you don't pass, you don't do pop pass. You will say it.
Maybe ball.
So let's go. It will be because you can cap very well. This is the problem. It will cap. Where we can pick you? Where was the first time you traveled? That's gonna be capping. Let's go.
So the card says, never have I shouted up Nepal. Bro, I have. I still do.
Up Nepal.
Actually, I don't shout up Nepal again, but I used
Cap.
when we were young.
Cap, bro. Cap.
Now, for street, you go see like, we shout up Nepal, they go out.
Cap. Anyway, just so you know, he does that. He did that like last week, so I don't know he's capping. Okay, Paul Way.
Never have I had more than one mobile phone. Always had more.
That is still not going.
Yeah, I've always had. In fact, the girl was saying Sajem. Sajem, my ex one when it's 2 or something. And everybody knew. I was like, hell no, I'll bet flip. I won't bet. I just rock with me too. There was Nokia my X one, so Nokia something.
You like this expression? Didn't have specific part.
It's not SSB.
Didn't have specific part.
Space. She be.
You phone. This guy really talk on your phone. Shout out to the boy actually. Get that camera, bro. I feel for you.
Yeah. Who is the one for?
Wow. Anyways, so you know your favorites always has been that one phone. I wish you put that speak that one actually, because that guy, yeah, there's never no phone.
The panel they always the panel they always come down village and the panel the one I don't know the fourth time go better it was the charger the charger.
I'm never copying you. Sorry guys, I've seen this after you. I'm never copying you. You know what? When I bought the report, you had 2 power banks. So I thought like, man, this guy never have batch problem. But this is called that. It wasn't with the power bank to charge the phone. So like, yeah, what is it with power bank? So he used one power bank to hold that down. Then they put the phone on second power bank. Find the phone with charge. Then I pick a power bank is those bro. Last power bank go what like 10 kg. What is that for? No whole fit. You see that for one day. Oh, one day. Let's go. I'm good.
This is crazy, man. Never have I ever gossiped about my boss.
The not even asking. Come on, yeah.
It's a Malibu house.
It was in his. Wait up. I both shouting. Lionel, shout.
I have. All my bosses out there, past and present, and future bosses. If I have not gossiped about you, you're not a good person.
He's a lie. It's just but you want to hear?
It's fact.
Should I ask you what last thing you said about the person? Should I ask you?
I feel like I can't remember when
You remember? Let's go. This game is fun. It's so fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Never have I drank Capri Sun. Ooh, I've had.
Like yeah,
I've had Capri Sun a lot. There was one time I think it became an addiction.
I think I bought like a thing.
Yeah, I bought the whole pack. Like I would just get that. But I think at that period of time, like I had a lot of kids coming to my place, so it was something I just had there. So Capri Sun, yeah, definitely.
Why do you have kids coming to your place? That's what.
This is my specialty.
Say that.
So never have I ever anticipated dirty December and didn't go to do anything.
No, it's not. There's no good there. Is this his English language?
But didn't do anything.
It's not Arabic, is it?
It's my specialty, bro. I feel hype anything, and
you know, if that person that you play songs like the Dusky, play. Wait now, you talk. Never all love this one guy that has a mad bounce. Play Bobo. Then the old people go and then and you see this guy. And then bro, what was the for? I don't know, he's like he's not gonna person actually. I'm ready for 3. Yeah, so Paul, pick your last one. Please pick something that I want our first one to know.
Never have I said when I'm live.
Say it again.
Never have I said one lie when I'm lying. I will say one lie when I'm lying the most. One lie. One lie. God forgive me. The fact, guys, whenever somebody says one lie, like, I think we do this to just really escape situations most times.
But does it really work? Has it ever taken out of any problem?
When they always catch me if I lie, so when the 2 work like that, so yeah, wow. So one line. Yeah.
Anyways, let me help myself. I'll just do one. I'll help myself. Please, you should be by a girl. Like. Never ever stopped to know how we fight start on the roads. Yeah, I did that on Friday. I was seeing the lady woman. Then they were fighting. I had to stop by to see what happened. It was just there at this junction here. It was annoying because the fight not get. But anyways, guys, I'm sure you guys have learned a thing or two. Always have always had more than one phone at a time. It will be always gossip about his boss. And just take a key for you by head, actually. Just know your guys better. Anyways, on Friday, I love this talk a lot. This is the most exciting one for me. On Friday, we saw Bremo.
Like no. Oh no. Like
You know when I get this time, it's not about I call it portable, but people like, but that is bad. So, we saw, but then, Bremo had a talk on Twitter on Friday. And by the way, before I even talk about Bremo, you know, there's really this work on social media space where you saw somebody how like that guy want to buy me a new phone. So you get to buy a new phone. People should please help us. They will not give that guy $10,000. They will not that camera guy $1 million. Before they will have sex. You know, that's the thing though. Don't be like anybody cost this boy said, not buy you a new phone said. So you guys should please come through for us. And then back to Bremo, we saw Bremo on Friday where he had a Twitter space and he came out having to talk about Simi. And then he said, Simi's an amazing artist. Actually, you shouldn't take anything from amazing artists doing good for herself. And the Bremo said in his words, Simi reached out to him for a collaboration. And then he said that, because I want to understand how he said it. He said, I told her I wanted to have an like, I need to get intimate with you to create music. And then he said he wasn't talking about sex. Like he wasn't going to sleep with her, but wanted to make intimate music. And then he has to be intimate to make that kind of music with his female artist. And then he said he also proposed not just her, proposed same to other female artists, Effie at the time. So, and then he also said he did not know she was married, which was okay, but since she didn't know it was fair. But then people took it a while like, oh no, shouldn't have said that, as wrong, this is this. But then his point is that it is often accepted thing. Do you not want? I want to do it, you don't want it. I said because she said she doesn't want it. No fight, no beef, I just don't make music with her. And boom, everywhere, 2 seconds, boss. Everywhere people start coming and Bremo is normal replying everybody. I shall say yours, giving you back. And then AG Baby came out, and the good husband came out to say, please don't disrespect a family and a wife. Get help, like you gotta get yourself help and everything. And then Bremo Saturday replies down saying, really bro, really? Now they reach out to me, one thing, don't reach out to me again. I never reached out to you. Recall last year where Bremo spoke and said, I definitely go reach out to him, where AG said, they want to do a song together. And Bremo said, I don't want single. If you want to do a song together with me, it's either an EP or an album, but I don't want single. Back and forth, Bremo, Simi, Adekunle Good. What do you think was going through Bremo's head at the time he said that? Like, I remember, was it Don or you that said that? There's some secret that you should die with.
yeah, go to me.
Some secrets you should go to grave with those secrets. Like, don't ever think of saying them out. But Bremo have said this one out. What do you think was in the side of the project was saying?
Bro, I don't know what was going on with Brian. I don't know what was going on with Bremo, because I mean, honestly, you know, people have already like started to have conversations about his person, right from the time of politics, you know, down to his shows, how he behaves, you know, and so he has already been in the conversation or been in, for lack of proper words, he has always been in the wrong side of things. So you might actually want to take a step back and douse all that noise. But I mean, Brandon seems to enjoy such negativity. I don't know why he does that. I'm a firm believer of separating the artist from his art, you know, and separating his person from his art and all that stuff. But it's almost as if it can't work, because you also are what I see on the outside is what comes out from the inside, right? So you know, if you just move for outside, say inside your mind, say you be mumu. So you guys they act the way you be. I'm not saying that that's Brimo. I'm just saying waiting person waiting get for inside, you go act on. Do you understand? But looking at the time and space that we're in, I don't think this kind of conversation should actually even come out. It's not even supposed to happen. Because now you're honestly going to make people think that most of the male artists or would sexualize the female artists. Bro, is it a thing? Yes, it is a thing.
Should you say it?
Should you say it?
General information. No.
Just leave people to wonder about these things. Don't even you shouldn't be the one to air out all this kind of negative type of conversations. Because I always like to protect my female friends in the industry, because I know that they sexualize them a lot. That's the truth. There's not even, I'm saying it on camera, quote me anywhere. People know this for a fact, that most of the female artists, that's why I see most of the female artists they don't really like last in the industry because everybody wants to sexualize them. The ones who you see that are actually staying in the industry, they're either not married or they don't have any relationship drama outside. They always like to keep it like airtight.
Yeah.
The minute you say you want to become a female superstar, all eyes on you. You have tens and thousands of people who want to sleep with you. It's so wrong. It's so wrong because you're not giving these women, amazing women, a chance to actually thrive. So they have to give something for them to get something. It's crazy. Why do you want to make music with somebody and then you have to get... I'm not saying that those things don't work. It does work. But then there's certain things that you shouldn't say. You don't have to say that.
True.
Like I remember there's one record, I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Like when I finally dropped my project, there's a record out of that project that I had to be in a certain space for me to actually note that song. These things happen, but then you shouldn't say that, oh, you're bringing Simi's name into it. Come on now, she's married. And you know that for a fact. You can't be doing things like that. Like, it's disrespectful. And if I'm the one, I'll definitely do everything in this world to protect my family, because that's my... Yeah, they're putting our name out there in the mud. Can't be doing such... Nah, I don't... I respect Brian with love, but then no, this one, no, I know, man, I don't like her.
Oh, this one, no, it will be... Finally, let me also just say about that.
I mean, Paul has said a lot. I said a lot about the situation, and like he rightly said, then these things are not... They are general information. They're not information that everybody should hear about. Of course, people, I mean, can assume that these things happen, but of course, it probably not happen to everyone. But the way they are making it look like, every male artist when they want to have a collaboration, they have to understand. It's not good. It's not, because now it will make even the newbies who are trying to come in feel like, oh, so this is why I have not blown. Do you understand? You're like, oh, so because I've not slept with so that, and now I never blew. And start having to compromise talent with the industry. They'll have the talent, but just can't get it in the industry because they have to compromise their morals and all of that. So it's so for me, I feel like Brahmo should have just kept this. It shouldn't have said it at all. And Adekunle was not wrong to say what he said, and it was a very simple statement. It was a very simple statement. Don't don't embarrass my family. Don't. Just simple. And Brahmo is saying a lot. I mean, there's no need for
explain that.
After you're going to finish, you now put out a tweet about him dropping a project. Saying, bro.
Anyways, guys, like I told you guys, because of our reactions over and over again, this is this year's culture. We'll talk about artists. If you've done well, we'll come back and tell you how well you've done, and then if you've not done too well, we'll also come and tell you that, Baba, what do you do not to enter? This time, Brimo, that one, no to enter. Anyways, guys, on this one, this is what we'll call it a wrap, and we'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. From me to you, I love you guys so much. It's so sad I'm on this note, but then Brian will please, you can do better. I love you guys.
I'll always be happy. Peace. It doesn't really matter.